Here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kingsley Keke. And they're going to drop him for a loss on the play. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 49 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's why he's been a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Pittsburgh.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 46 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
to this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, now Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check, check.
To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones
There to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the 2nd half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Roethlisberger. Claypool with another catch. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more